At Soldier Field. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fields going to throw right away. This is Chase Claypool on a receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Bears at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Herbert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Dominique Robinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give left side here for Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Herbert. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Easy.
Fields changing the play.
Yep. Right.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now they'll audible to something else. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go, son.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A handoff for Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. Jackson now the return. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. After the interception, here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break here. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and well, we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. A beautiful fake. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, the fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's a give to Herbert. In on the stop, it was Tavarius Moore.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now Goff. Touchdown! Blocked right. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go. Good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring him 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Finds Komet on the quick slant. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Fields now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Gibbs straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Lions, first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the give, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now it's gone. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Herbert powering up the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Delta. Hey,
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. This is Herbert. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 4.
One strike. Go.
Herbert once more. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you get that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Dropped behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
23 yards the pickup there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
171 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
Man, when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal. But you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on home anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 20, here's second down and 2. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll be caught later with it. And that will get him another first down, but the clock certainly working against him.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.